Hey, everybody, welcome to this week's Starport. This is Jason here at New Dimensions Crystals of Reiki in downtown Brim, Texas, right next door to the radio station. Perhaps one of the last times broadcasting from this location, or at least in this setup. I have been surprisingly good at packing the shop. So, yeah, I would say, well, yeah, I packed over 200 different kinds of crystals up already. So, yeah, mostly everything's at least ready for a box, if not in a box. So that's good stuff. But yeah, today's report is for May the 6th through May the 12th, 2026. And as usual, we jump right into the report with our sun because it is our closest star and it's the star report. The sun's quiet. My knee's not quiet banging the desk, but that's all right. So the sun's quiet. It's got minimal sunspots on it, right? So with minimal sunspots, that means minimal CMEs, if there's any, or very low likelihood of those CMEs to actually be erupting. So that's good in one sense. So obviously they can develop, but it doesn't look like there's anything very magnetically mixed, which is what causes the eruptions. So not a big risk for that for the entire week. It looks like it doesn't look like a big group coming in either. But of course, watch your favorite sun channel and look at all the reports. And if you don't want to look at anybody else's channel, you go to NASA and look at the SDO, I believe it is one of the satellites that's looking at the sun. Anywho, there are no impending coronal holes, so no coronal hole streams either. So when there is low activity on the sun, you could be feeling either spectacular and, oh, good, the energy's low, I can sort of manage this. Or if you're somebody who draws a lot of energy from the sun, or you're a high energy person who burns through a lot, you might be feeling a little fatigued this week. I'm feeling a little fatigued because I'm packing. But anywho, I can blame it on the sun. At any rate, moves us right into the zodiac. We are currently in Taurus because this guy's a Taurus, and it is the month of May. And zodiac of a Taurus, alchemically in our physical body, is always going to be the polyvagal nerve cluster or the occipital lobes, right here at the base of the skull. Really, we're moving that higher mind information into our physical reality, and we're building a life based on that energy. And so polyvagal nerve cluster is really all those nerves go down both sides of the spine, and then they sort of come in here to the solar plexus, right? Which is why it's energizing. But the solar plexus really sort of governs the emotional flow to all of the organs. So yeah, if you're feeling pain or resistance at the base of the skull or top of the neck, or you're having some adjustment issues in the organs, that could be for the extra energy that's coming through in the Taurus. Thanks, Taurus. Currently, as of today, we are in one retrograde. Pluto goes retrograde today. And for the next 5 months. And Pluto's really going to be about revealing hidden truths, right? So that could be cultural, global hidden truths, but a lot of it is personal inner truths, right? Like things that all of a sudden make sense, synchronicities, alignment, comprehension of things that have gone on in your life. It's a good time to sort of identify and heal emotional triggers when Pluto's in retrograde, right? So I was like, oh, I didn't know that's why I get pissed off at that all the time, kind of energy. And you can release it. And it's also releasing the old wounds to sort of be empowered by them, right? So that they are no longer a sense of shame, but they are something that you survived and made you stronger because you finally figured it out. Yeah. So Pluto retrograde, 5 months of discovering, uh, say, limitations, but things that may have been hidden from you about how you function. So that's good stuff. Self discovery always makes me happy, which is why I had a shop like I have. And I'm going to keep doing what I do. Anyhow, moving into today, Wednesday the 6th. Also today is the peak of the Eta Aquarius. I think that's actually the star you should look at, the Eta. I think it's Eta Aquarius. It's in the constellation of Aquarius, so look that direction. At anyway, it's going to peak for the next couple of days. And interestingly enough, You probably already know this, but I like to say it anytime. It is from the remnants of Halley's Comet. And Halley's Comet was last here in 1986, right? So apparently, as it started moving through our solar system, it was large enough to release a debris field. So it started coming through the star system before, allegedly, before human life on the planet. And so every time it goes by, which is what, a 70 year, 75, 60, 80 something, 70 something year cycle, um, that debris is what we go through, and it comes from, or if you look in the direction of the star at Aquariid, then you can sort of see that. So yeah, it was last year, 1986. I saw it. I was 10 years old in 1986. And it's next going to be here in 2061. I can't do the math that quick, but it was at 32, 35 years from now. Yeah, so I'll be in my 80s the next time it comes. Um, Usually, what comes along with those most meteor showers, but this one particularly is heightened spiritual upgrades. Pluto retrograde also adds to that energy, and then also the ending of no retrogrades. So it's a big sort of conglomeration today, Wednesday, the 6th of May, for a bunch of energy shifts. So pay attention to that. The sun, maybe the sun is giving us a low energy vibe so we can get in all this cosmic stuff. Moves us into tomorrow, Thursday, the 7th of May, is a 22 master day, whenever we have a calendar day that totals up to 22. Even though the calendars are created by man, blah, 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 blah. We're in a group. Things happen when the groups have focus like that. So anyway, 22 master day is really um, aligning so that all of the stuff that we're working on, we can master all of those things that Pluto is bringing up, right? All of those old wounds, all those self discoveries, all those hidden talents for the next 5 months, right? So it's a good start. We're not at the whim of things we discover. We are masters of our own reality, and we can sort of control how those things shift us over the next 5 months. And so over the next 5 months, you want to sort of experience this energy as like an onboarding, like you're starting a new job. Like, hey, I'm a whole new person, living in a whole new reality. And in some instances, many of us, this guy, are moving to different locations to start a whole new life. So it's 5 months of onboarding, right? So you want to think that there's going to be new discoveries and work to be done over the next 5 months as you sort of grow into this and release these old wounds that Pluto's bringing up. Blah, blah, blah. And of course, the Eta Aquarids are still visible. Moves us into Freitag. Friday, yeah, sorry. Seems like I wrote the count. I'm already having problems with Pluto retrograde. Friday, the 8th of May, the moon's going to be moving into Aquarius. It's going to be trining Uranus. And really, that energy on Friday is going to be allowing for high focus, right? So look at us. Master day, high focus. Pluto's letting us figure out what's been holding us back this entire time. And so also increase in your persuasiveness, right? So this could be persuading others, but this could also be persuading yourself that you don't have to let all of your old wounds hold you back. You go your own way, and you devise your own methods, right? So it's kind of like this sort of launch period energy where you're not working harder in an old format. You're discovering new ways to create quicker and better and more aligned. So that's a good Friday. Moves into Saturday, the 9th of May, where the moon is going to be squaring. Yeah, the moon's going to be squaring Mercury in Taurus. As I talk about, brings about a little bit of delays in communication. Travel might be difficult, but also the moon trines Venus on Saturday, so communication might be hard, or delays in communication, right? So like, oh, we had a date, don't know what happened. The moon trining Venus is good for relationships, new or old. So new in particular, because it's always hard to make old ones new. But definitely those connections are heightened on Saturday. Sunday, the 10th, moon into Pisces. Yeah, the moon's moving into Pisces on Sunday, and that increases our sensitivity to the spiritual realm. So heightened dreams, we just sort of come off this, big shift. Pluto's giving us all these discoveries, the Eta Aquarids, and so that openness and that sensitivity to sort of like spiritual understanding. Sometimes you want to call it a download. That is what's going on. Moon's also going to be square in Uranus, which may have us resisting new spiritual info, right? So it's kind of like, hey, here's all this new info. You're like, I don't want to do it. And that means that blah, 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 or it's extra work, or all this time in doing it, quote unquote, a different way or the wrong way. I don't want to change. So, yeah, watch out for that square going, hey, this is great information, Jesus, or whoever's talking to you. Uh, but I don't want to. So, yeah, watch out for that energy on Sunday. Also, that new spiritual, resisting the new spiritual info. Uh, Widely available spiritual info that gets pushed out into the social medias might be something that is real, or it might be something pushed out so that you are diverted by contemplating it. And one of those things that I sort of noticed on Sunday is, why is the government allegedly briefing pastors on UFOs? There's been a bunch of hubbub online. And I'm kind of like, well, they didn't call ex-pastors to tell me about the UFOs. I guess I'll figure it out on my own. But yeah, why now? Right? What's the thing, and why would they put that out there? Or why would they let it get out there that we're talking to the religious people about aliens? Anyway, that's interesting stuff on Sunday, just in case you're still hanging out in church and it gets brought up. What is the nature of reality if all religions are sort of put to here, and then there's aliens? Like, are they intermediaries? But between all the things, very very contemplative stuff to think about the nature of that. Anyway, moves us into Monday. That's enough stuff on conspiracy, but it's entertaining. Monday, not going to be able to come and shop and talk about it, so might as well talk about it on the video, right? Anyway, Monday the 11th of May. It's pretty quiet. The moon will be sextiling Mercury. And so it's like we got a couple of days of this heightened, so increased telepathy or psychic knowing could be elevated on Monday after you get this new information about the UFO. Anyway, moves us to Tuesday, the 12th, May the 12th. The moon will be trining Jupiter, expanding your social success and giving you a positive outlook on life. Yay. Want to keep new connections light, right? So it's just kind of like, don't be like, oh my God, all this energy and connection. Let's be best friends for, no, like, don't do that. But keep new connections light. The moon's going to be squaring Venus. May have you in conflict with mother figures, if you are a mother with your kids, or if you don't have kids, or your mom's still all around, maybe it's conflict with that. The moon also moves into Aries, giving you tons of energy and confidence in your own skills, right? So good stuff. Also, May the 12th, 2026 will be this guy's big 5-0. So I'll be turning 50, right? And so all of this energy on my birthday of expanding your social success and giving you a positive outlook on life. I don't know where I got that from. And keep new connections light. The moon squares Venus may have you in conflict with mother. My mom was gone. And then also the moon moves into Aries, giving you tons of energy and confidence in your own skills. I'm very humble, but I have tons of confidence in my own skills. So that's that. I think that's everything for the report. Yeah. Looking at my clock going, how long have I been talking on this thing? Maybe I shall opine more, but I won't. That's everything for this week's report. I'll see y'all next week from someplace on some device talking about very similar things. So yeah, let me find the button to stop the record. And until next week, everybody. Oh, wait, see, I know. knew I had some things to say. Hey, if anybody needs some shelves or some yoga mats and bolsters, or wants like a weird salt lamp, send me an email or a DM on socials, at New Dimensions Crystals on Facebook or Instagram. Um, because I probably won't be checking the message machine, although I think it's still on. So if you want to leave a message on the message machine when I'm in between trips of packing things up, I'll get back to you or tell you that it already went away, or that I re-examined it and it was broken and now it's in the dump. So yeah, that's that. Until next time, everybody. Many blessings.